don't know. It was unintentional. My hair made a drastic improvement in, I think it was summer 2023. Hey everyone, it's George, and I'm answering most asked questions on the internet. Let's do it. All right, does George Russell have siblings? I do have siblings. I've got a brother called Benji and a sister called Cara. They were both sporty when they were younger. My brother was actually a world karting champion, which always reminds me that I actually never won a world championship in karting. So he always likes to dig that one in there, which, yeah, not appreciated. All right, does George Russell ever get stuck in traffic? I mean, obviously we have some of the traffic paradise in qualifying sometimes. So do I get stuck in traffic? Of course, like I actually got stuck in traffic once last year on my way into Brackley, into our headquarters, and I decided to walk in as it was a bit easier. Does George Russell name his car like pets? I don't, actually. I know Seb Vettel used to be a car namer, but maybe I could change for tradition. Send in some recommendations and I'll consider the thoughts of naming this year's car. Got me thinking now. Does George Russell ever have cheat meals? I do have cheat meals. Have them not so often. Maybe once a month. I like a big juicy burger. I like a pizza. They're sort of my go-to cheat meals, but I'm pretty tall, I'm pretty lanky, and that's unfortunately the size I've got to be. Why is George Russell so good looking? Oh, no, okay, I got that one wrong. Why is he called Mr. Saturday? I don't know who came up with this. I think it was after my days at Williams when I was always qualifying super well, and it's just stayed with me since. So we're trying to make it a bit more Mr. Sunday. Mr. Weekend would be nice, but Mr. Saturday, we'll take it. All right, next one. This is a short one. Why is George Russell 63? Number 63, that was my brother's number when he was a go-kart driver. He used to do it when he was a youngster, and for whatever reason, they gave a number 63 kart to the guy who was quickest, and that was him. So in the family number ever since. Next up, why does George Russell T-pose? Infamous T-pose. So this was the F1 intro that I did in 2023. It wasn't intentional at all. It was actually out of boredom and tiredness. It was about 11:30 at night. We was on this long photo shoot, and I just put my hands up on the side of the wall, just waiting for the next shot. And the producer was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And next thing I know, the T-pose was invented. So I need to thank that guy, we need to find out who the director was that day. Why does George Russell have such good hair? All right. I don't know. It was unintentional. My hair made a drastic improvement in, I think it was summer 2023. It might have been summer 2024, and it wasn't intentional. I was trying something. I actually didn't wash it for the whole summer break, which was an interesting one, but I was told that if you don't wash your hair, it sort of naturally regulates. Whoever told me this, I wasn't buying it, but the longer hair, it sort of just fell over my face a bit nicer, and came back, and I got compliments from the drivers, which was like, I remember Hawkingbug coming up to me like, man, your hair looks decent. I was like, oh yeah, cheers Hawks. Why are F1 drivers moaners? No, weighed after a race. Imagine a smart car is faster around the corners than a big bus because it's smaller and it's lighter. That principle is the same in Formula One. So if you're lighter, your car will be faster. Formula One impose a regulation that the car and the driver together has to weigh a set amount. It can't go below that, which I believe is 770 kilos this year. Is that right? Everyone's looking in confusion. It was 798 last year. Are F1 cars manual or automatic? So they are manual. So instead of having our gearbox in the middle of the car, and that's how Formula One cars used to be in the 90s, We actually have the gear shifts on the back of our steering wheel. So you pull a paddle on the right-hand side to go up the gears, and we have 8 gears, and you pull a paddle on the left to change down the gears. It just makes it easier. And we have no clutch, it's all automated. Are F1 cars road legal? Well, I don't think so. They're not, even though they'd probably be the safest cars on the road, but no, they're not road legal. I think they would struggle over a few bumps. Last year, the cars ran so close to the ground, they were around 12 millimeters from the ground at the end of the straight. So yeah, you'd struggle over some speed bumps. Can F1 drivers wear glasses? I don't know, to be honest. I guess so. I think Charles wears glasses, but he doesn't in the car or something, or maybe he wears contact lenses. I know some rally drivers do. F1 drivers, I presume you can. I presume you can, but I'm not actually sure. Can an F1 car do a 3-point turn? Well, a 3-point turn, I guess any car can do a 3-point turn, but you will see if a driver goes off and they go down the runoff, instead of doing a 3-point turn, sort of like the Austin Powers sort of maneuver back and forth, we just hit the gas and you spin the rear round and just do a quick donut to get out of there. So yeah, thanks for your questions. I need to learn some of these. Road legal and glasses. Interesting.